What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here, and we're going to pick up once again with our most excellent dwarf situation. People have some ideas. I'm not clickbaiting enough. That's why I'm not getting enough attention. And that's probably true, but I don't know if I want to be that guy. So I might test the theory just to see if that's actually what it is. It'd be easy to make some fancier covers for the episodes. Alternatively, I could just say piss on it all. So anyway, yeah, micromanagement also related to the other comment is not necessarily a bad thing if it keeps everything going smooth. So we need more space to turn chunks into blocks. That's what we're working on here, and they should be able to handle that before too long. We have chunks building up everywhere. We're doing a ton of mining, and we'll be continuing to do so for quite a while. So otherwise, things are pretty cool and working out. We're getting close to starting our Empire settlement. We have to do some more exploding, getting rid of Overhead Mountain with the Dwarven explosives, but we'll get there. I've also made a storage room up there for blocks that are ready to use. We expanded the throne room a bit here as well. We need to get that up to 200. This section's done, so now we have a way hopefully to vent heat to the outside. We open these vents after everything's dead in there, vents the heat out, and we can get in there sooner to do the cleanup from the infestations. We'll see how it works out for us should we be infested again, which no doubt we will given enough game ticks here. So current wealth is 846,000 and some change. We're doing a ton of mining. We need sulfur. We're going to run short on black powder here before too long. We're going to keep searching for that. Feels like a fine play. Also, it's time for a harvest of good old Devil Strand. For whatever that's worth, we can make magic items with that. If we had any magician that could craft at skill 8 or better, which we do not. So that's where the holdup is on that. I need some crafting training potions, and when we get those, we're going to go bananas. Probably give them all to Gotrik. I don't know, whoever's the closest to 8, that's who we're going to give them to, and then that person's going to become our crafter. And that's just going to be that. So Gotrik decides to hold court at that point. His current social skill is 6. That is certainly not the best. We'll see how this pans out. There's a Psychic Soothe on as well. All right, that turned out okay, so that's great. Should get a +3, maybe it's a +4, whatever, and for like 8 days. So already we're short on material here, and we have no sulfur in sight. It's going to be a constant problem. It's really fun to do this excavating, and once we do the next massive dwarf update, there will be a way to grow Overhead Mountain with some dwarven runesmith abilities. I'm trying to work runesmiths into RimWorld, and I think that'll be a fun way to make that happen. There'll be several other skills as well. We have all these rugs I'm going to pop around. Yeah, we're still short material. I need to also get going on 100,000 things around here. We have plenty of manpower, as it were. We still have a lot of smoothing to do as well. It's just a never-ending struggle. I don't like that people go through the Thane's bedroom to get out of there, but whatever. I guess that door's faster than the big door in the south. We should probably just hold that big door open. That'll probably mitigate that issue. Or we could forbid the door in between those two rooms, but then the person who needs it won't be able to use it. So there's new critters that were added by some mod or another. Neutralope. So I suppose we should allow that so we can butcher the Neutralope. And we're at 203 now, so we're at a point where we can declare our king or queen. I just need to think about it. Winter has begun here. Figure out whom we want to be that person. We should probably start doing all the harvests we can. I don't want to get any of our grow room stuff that's inside if I can avoid it, because those will continue to grow all winter. We get a better harvest. And we have a ton of hay, assuming the beastmen don't show up and burn it all down again, which probably 50-50 chance of that happening. The best laid plans, I tell you. Regardless of that, everybody's asleep at the moment. It's nice and chill. We're still waiting on finding some sulfur so we can make some additional black powder so we can finish our mining operations. So I think Gotrik's going to become king, and then Yitta will continue to be the spouse. I just want his gear, and someone's going to have to replace him as a Thane, and they'll take his gear. So I want it all in one spot. There you go. Dwarven King established. We did get an awesome set of gear. Let's force wear those things. Boom, boom, boom. And then we have to sort out who's going to replace him as a Thane. I think we're going to go with Haken here. And Haken would no doubt like some awesome equipment. All legendary, all having nice bonuses to what they do and what they offer for good old Haken, because you will not be able to declare a Thane to a throne that has already had a Thane declared in the past. If you do that, you will not get the gift of the magic armor and weapons. So there you go. Now let's alter who's in charge of this bed and make it Haken. There you go, Haken. And this will be Haken's throne. Beautiful. He's a Slayer warrior. So his weapons aren't entirely appropriate, but there you go. That'll get that out of the way. So we now have a king. King Gotrik of the Gold Hoarders. They took off their shoes too, so that armor does cover feet, which is probably a good thing, I guess. The clans rejoice. You can pause it and read that, but Gotrik Deepmine has been declared king of this settlement. And we're going to call it a proper hold now. So if you get bonuses to everybody on the same map if you have a king and a Thane, a king and or a Thane on the map. So there you go. +2 to everybody across the board. It's nice. Look at that bedroom. Unbelievably impressive. Dwarf King gets a nice bonus on top of all the other Dwarven racial bonuses. And the Thanes get a lesser bonus, but still a nice one. So there you go. There's a reason to do it right there. We're also going to work through and give these people some abilities, additional abilities, as a part of the big Dwarven update that we're working on, or we'll shortly start working on once we get done with the Empire update. The Ogres have showed up with some trade goods as well as some slaves. Current wealth 883,509. Getting there. Just got to hit 1 million. Shouldn't be too long. I'd say a couple more episodes and we'll be there, and then talk about where to go from there, assuming we don't get overrun by someone before that happens. Because you never know. Haken's going to be our trader. It's a Thane. So we're going to buy 2 Dwarfs, which are pretty significant, and then whatever odds and ends. We have tons of clothing and apparel we can sell yet, so we'll just keep moving that out. Keep building our wealth as we can. Bought some components. There we go. Look at that. So we did get the black powder we needed to finish this. And let's perform the blast before anybody comes out. So we're blasting on both sides now, you can see. Pow! There you go. Overhead mountain gone. We're going to keep going to the right. Clear out that area too. We'll have a secondary Empire settlement on that side, just to house the humans. They're getting a whole lot of those underground or trapped underground, whatever issues. I don't know why. Oh, there's so many of them. It didn't select them all. It doesn't look like 200, but I guess it could be. Plants are dying now due to cold. We tried our best to get it all harvested. Current wealth was 890, 889. Oh, whatever. 890, 541. There you go. So we have a lot of mining to do now. I'd say the left side's done. I think we can go ahead and start making our houses over there. Unless I get ambitious and want to do another round. It's hard when you're short on sulfur. Sulfur's usually so prolific, but something has skewed it up. I think it's the additional metals game. Kaza got hit by a falling ceiling, which is unfortunate, but there you go. What else do we have happening here? No one's doing our wizardry work due to skill level, and I'm finding that very frustrating as well. We can make a bunch of healing potions. There we go. We found sulfur. That's phenomenal. And we're over on the right side of the map above. Oh, and also we found copper next to it. So there you go. All the new metals are boning us up. We do have some mad dragons showing up. If we can just get that door closed, I think we'll be just fine. We can ignore them. We could bring them down and see about just getting whatever we can in terms of material from them. I think that'd be an interesting idea. I don't have anybody that was close enough to run out there and get back in time. We're going to forbid these outside doors, and nobody runs out there. We do have to send somebody out if we're going to lure them down the trap corridor. So sadly, we're going to lose a bunch of metal here. It's going to cook all of our traps. And critters still continue to die on those traps. Here they come. They've decided to make it on their own after I decided to ignore them. Typical RimWorld there. Not all of them are coming in, but most of them. It'll give us a chance to practice some magic, see how tough these guys are. Hopefully they don't have a ranged attack, or we could be in trouble. That's Hawking. I'm used to that being Gotrik. Gotrik's got some magic. Can't final transmutation any of these dudes. There we go. Alright, well there's a whole bunch of them laid out, and I'm sending... Tadale decided to go out. Gotrik opened the door and stood there because he's like, you know what? You know what I can do? I can lure them all in. Then he went back inside and they all came in. Fish in a barrel, man. Not much of an issue here. Once you get embracers, it breaks the mad animal event pretty bad, which is just fine. So there you go. Also, it's pretty solid when you get events such as raids and they're all melee based. That's pretty solid. I think this is the last one trickling in. And there you go. Let's finish those guys off. Let's get this dealt with. Let's move on with our lives. Get as many of them butchered as we can because they look like delicious dragons. Yeah. I must have hit a hunt command there. Regardless. There's also some neutralopes hanging out. We're going to have so much meat and fat. What are we working on here? Oh, she's going to snare that troll. There was a troll hanging out in here. We don't really want that. So there you go. Problem solved. Good old magic. Makes so much stuff so much easier. I wonder what the pawn value is on one of those. I should probably raise that. I'm going to start building our walls here. That Empire place is going to be enclosed behind an Empire wall. Oh, we left our components and our black powder outside. That's phenomenal. Good job, guys. Still have a lot of stuff to butcher. And over 890 now. 893. Hard to see. 896 and some change. We should easily hit over 900,000 this episode by the time all those guys are butchered. We're making statues wide open. Still want to put a statue in every single bedroom. And there we go. We're going to put in grassy looking floors. I need some proper Empire doors if we're going to get anything going here. It's required for the Empire settlement, so I'll just work through that as well. And we did get struck with blight. I know that's shocking. I might as well just harvest everything we can. It's winter, so they'll probably all be dead by spring anyways. There's doors. I want strong doors as well. We're going to wall this stuff off just in case Skyfallers come and land in the south. They won't have immediate access. Speaking of Skyfallers, there you go. Where are they landing? This is going to be a battle. Ouch, they're inside. Son of a bitch. They even brought down a bunch of overhead mountain, it looks like. Well, Dakam's trapped with them. Look at that. She's going to be in bad shape there. There's not a lot I can do about that either. We need to get this door held open. There's going to be one of them trapped in our stone cutting room on the right there. So once we smash the ones that we have easy access to, we'll make our way into the other ones. And we have the king there. Morson's the Thane. He's attacking some. Plenty of people to take these schmucks down. That is a tough raid. That is a miserable spot. Not a lot I can do unless I could grow overhead mountain, but at some point we'll be able to do that. Let's set everybody to attack because I take on so many people. I don't always remember to do that straight away. Morrison's not even injured yet, but he is kicking some ass with that weapon. So I like it. I like it a lot. And the Grudge Rakers are glorious. I should just equip everybody with the damn Grudge Raker. All right, they are fleeing. Uh-oh, we've just flamed our own people. Son of a bitch. Dakam's taking it on the chin. That's not good. We have a lot of our own folks on fire here. Let's see if we can get this fire put out. We've dealt with the schmucks that are outside and the ones that aren't. Go down easy enough. There's one or two left hanging out. I need somebody to start mining. And it looks like we'll start with these two so we can see if we can save Dakam from imminent death. Oh, jeez. Who's the best miner standing around here? We got to get through that lickety split. I'm going to set 2 different people to do it, I think. Not assigned to mining. That's great. Look at this Warhound. We should just leave him in there until he starves to death. Definitely got a free Dakam, though. I'd say Kaza got through that pretty quick. Let's put her on charge of that. Or in charge of that. And then we'll send Morrison over there, the newish Thane, to do some damage to him. They should all start coming for us. Casa, get out of the way. Morrison, in you go. Start swinging. Pow! Took his head right off his shoulders. Datcam's not down yet. She does have a helmet of regeneration. It goes a long way in helping her not get killed. We have Ungor on fire. We need to do something about that. Gotrik, what should I have you do? Oh, we're going to do final trans on one of these down guys. Ah, I love it. There you go. We can renew that spell, go get him to meditate. And then let's try again. He actually wants to tend himself, but he's not injured very bad. Let's go to the nearest meditation pad I can find. There you go. So that's 500 gold. Bam. It's the best way to do it. Look at Datcam. Holy smokes. She's taking some abuse. Iron Mane has snapped. He's on a food bench. Thanks. Just when we needed you to do some fighting, you putz. I wish I could put them on lockdown. All right, we're going to free this Chaos Warhound as well. Morrison's ready for him, though. I don't think he's going to be much of a threat, so we do need to mine these things out. That was a crappy spot to fall. They took out some of our shelves, no doubt some of our chunks. That dog just got blasted to bits. It's great, just owning face, right? Sometimes it just goes your way. It's glorious. RimWorld's always just waiting in the wings. We still have a -12 for awful high blood court. That's so frustrating, man. Anyway, finish off Fallen Jaw. We could just let him burn. Mind-shattering pain, witnessed allies' death. Should be something like on fire, -10. You know, like, dude, you're literally burning right now. His legs are both cut off, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. That time it failed. Oh well, I'm going to give up on it for now. We could try again. Yeah, he's not going to last long enough to try again. We got one anyways. We got a lot of people we need to undraft here. A lot of stuff to haul, stuff to mine. Iron Mane over there being a real butt sniffer. I need to undraft these people. I'm kind of distracted making sure everybody gets tended. Look how fast Gotrik tends. It is on 4x speed, but it's pretty phenomenal. No screwing about. Too bad he doesn't have that. There's a boost. What do you call it? An inspiration that'll... Oh, they destroyed my door there too. All right, this is getting a little out of hand. Oh, okay, never mind. That was a friendly drop. Pickled food. We don't have anything we can really do with that. We can sell it later on. We do have somebody infected. Making good progress on the Empire settlement. Datcam here has been infected. Probably, no doubt, a bite from a Chaos Warhound. We need to get somebody really good at tending to get on top of that. And the helmet should help as well. I don't think she's at any risk of expiring on us. So, need to rebuild our shelves. I have to remember to rebuild that door, too. That's probably something that's easy to forget, right? Not that it's necessary. Infection miner, she's doing fine. She's already green, no doubt, again, thanks to the helmet. So we put in some turf that at least looks like grass. It's fake grass. Gaznor's infected now, too. Dwarves are pretty hardy, but we'll go over there and tend him straight away. We have the cleaning statue. This room's getting cleaned immediately. Okay, with the infections. Datcam has received another infection. Grr, that's what I say to that, but there you go. And we'll tend her next. She's so fast, it doesn't matter. So 910,000 and some change. Very nice. We've done it. Working on this Empire settlement. We'll tidy up even the back area eventually. For now, I just want the nice front spots to look nice and clean and beautiful. There might be a little overhead mountain exposed down there yet, but that's okay. We're not going to carry on with that on that side anymore. I think we've definitely shown what it can do. Haven't explored the incendiary bombs. I did incendiary, what do you call them? I don't know. We'll call them bombs because that's what they are. But doing a lot of mining, looking for resources, silver, and increasing our ability to move around. Do have Ogre Trader again. We have a lot of money, so that's good. Perhaps we'll end up with some more people yet today. So eager, we're going to buy 2 people, an Ogre and a Dwarf, and a bunch of steel because we always run out of that. Any black powder they have is always going to be purchased. Nobody ever sells sulfur. Again, it's usually so prolific that I didn't make it sellable because caravans have enough crap. They don't carry that. Anyway, a couple more people coming in. Neurotic isn't the best, but nor is abrasive. But whatever. We're at a point where more hands are going to be useful. What I should do is get a bunch of Jabba tongues, find my best crafter, and keep pinging on that person to see if we can get them to get a magic trait. I don't remember how I coded that workbench, so it might be that they get the trait and that's still not enough because their backstory doesn't match. But 912,000 for wealth at this point as well. So there you go. We're getting close to wrapping it up, guys. I do appreciate you being here. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. I do respond to all comments myself. I read them all. I appreciate the time you spent with me today. Did we get damn near 100,000 in wealth in one episode? So the raids are at least good for that. So, the blight just took off. Look at that. Despite winter, it's not terrible in terms of temperature. I'd probably have to force some people to go deal with that blight, which is frustrating. But anyways, we're making good progress at this point. I do love you all. And again, thank you for spending your time with me today. We'll carry on next time. Maybe we'll find what we're looking for in terms of sulfur, and then we don't have to worry about running short. We do have a decent bit from that last vein, but you never know. I'll see you guys next time.